back to the Matriarchs, where wisdom meets real talk for teen girls, young women, and now moms. Yes, we are having a glow up. Moms, grab your coffee. Girls, grab your pink drink. The Matriarchs is growing and adding in every other episode for Mom's Rhythm. We are so excited to expand our conversations. Let's go.
The glow up of the Matriarchs is where we bring moms together, empower daughters, and build a tribe of women who lift each other up as they climb. Today, we're rolling out our new show rhythm. Every other episode is going to be for moms. Think real talk, relatable conversations, and a whole lot of cheerleading from our new mom squad.
Yes, we're so excited, and we just want to talk about a little bit of what's changing, and we're just really hoping that we continue to build a tribe through these changes. And I feel that adding a component to moms is just exactly what the Matriarchs needs and what we've kind of been missing. So we know that every girl needs a tribe and every girl needs a village. And so we are growing our village, and we want moms to have a space at our table also. So starting next episode, we are going to start alternating. So we'll do a mom's episode where we talk about parenting, boundaries, technology, faith, confidence coaching, just real life talk. And I'll let Meg jump in here in a second. But one thing that Meg and I really felt convicted about is we do want to incorporate our faith more. It's such a core part of our lives, both of us, not only as an individual, but as a mother, as a business owner, just every aspect of our life. So you will hear more about our faith. And we're just excited. We're excited to grow. So, Meg, I'll let you jump in.
Yeah, so we will still have two distinct audiences. The moms will get a new community kind of to rally behind us all and some relatable conversations. The girls are going to get mentorship still. We don't want to make them feel like they're lectured, kind of like a aunt type thing, like we all want for our kids.
Not just an aunt, like a cool aunt, like a cool
yeah.
Yes. A fun aunt.
Right. And together we are just going to build a home where wisdom just flows both ways, and hopefully kind of talk to each other about what we're dealing with that week or month or whatever, what we're all going through. And then we still have teen girls and young women on our hearts as well. We want to reach out to them and help them, and just hopefully we all grow and become better people.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
be better.
Yeah, exactly. And we just felt like we wanted more like voices, and not just like voices focusing on girls, but we just wanted more voices, period, for moms, for our girls. And we just felt like that adding that like mom component where we bring on that whole village of moms is so important for us. And it's so important for the mission of what we're trying to accomplish here. Okay, so some of the things that we really want to talk more about and what we would love to talk more about is like just parenting our daughters and mom guilt and the mental load of motherhood, the, comparison culture and friendships and motherhood, but helping bring in that motherly component, but also helping girls understand that might want to listen to the mom episodes. Like what we're trying to accomplish as moms too, for you all. And for those girls that maybe don't have moms in their lives, they can gain even more perspective listening to the mom episode.
All right. So we just kind of want to stay on track. We don't want to lose the mission behind our podcast. We still want to, like I said before, reach young women and teens and help them, but also just kind of help women too. Both of us, Trish and I, have both been watching other podcasts, and there's little ones like Candace Cameron Bure's podcast that I watched one day, and I was like, oh my gosh, this was so good. It made me want to watch more and listen more. And I just feel like we can help moms as well and kind of just talk about things that we all go through so that we can, like mom guilt, for example. I always feel that, I think, almost every day. And I think I've been talking to others, and I feel like all the moms do. And I think just having something there to talk about and just relate to, see that other moms are feeling that too, and maybe what they did, what helped. And I hope that we have moms reach out and share with that as well.
Yeah, I think it's so important because, it's like I tell Kaylee, my oldest daughter, so she has three little ones, and I always tell her, like, you are in the trenches.
Mm-hmm.
And even though her kids aren't, teenage age yet, this would be something that still benefits her, right? Preparing to, parent older girls and teenage girls, but also just that whole mom component. And I think too, like sometimes, Meg, as you said, the mom guilt, like it's so real. I've talked to dads about this, to men, and they don't battle it like
I
moms do.
don't. Yeah.
I think it's just this innate nature that we have, that like maternal, like it's just, I think as women, we overthink, right? We
Mm-hmm.
overanalyze. We want to, we're maybe a little more perfectionist than men, which is probably why there are some things that hold us back as women because we overthink things. But I think just understanding that there are so many moms that go through this, that struggle with this, and you're not alone. I know,
Yeah.
especially sometimes in parenting, and I know for me, especially when the girls were younger, you do feel alone. Like you go through these seasons where it's just extra hard, or it's just a harder season than other seasons.
Yeah.
And so it would just be nice to have, have that. But also from the girls' perspective, like our mission for the girl episodes, it's like having more minds, more experience, more, we're going to be able to bring so much more to the
Yeah.
girls episode than,
Mm-hmm.
because one, two minds are better than one, and a whole village is better than two. And so I think it's just having so many more like motherly minds that come together will also benefit our episode for the girls too.
Yeah.
So
Because it truly takes a tribe. Like, I know we hear that all the time, but it's so real. It takes a tribe to raise your kids and to, you know, figure out
it
how to
does.
be a mom. And
Yeah.
because there's no rule book or
No,
what is that? Not rule book, but
parenting, like, what is it? Like, I
there's
know.
that mom brain.
I
I
know.
can't
There it
think of
is. There's the mom brain. But it's so
yes.
funny.
But you know what I'm talking about. There's no book that tells you how to do it. So we need
Like,
to come together and help with
yeah.
that. And that's another thing that I want, like, I didn't know mom brain was a thing until, I don't know, the last couple of years. I felt like I was getting so dumb. I couldn't remember words. I couldn't, like, I would be in a conversation and then something would happen and, I couldn't think of a word or I'm trying to think of something that happened the other day and I was like, oh, there's the mom brain. Like, and every mom experiences it. It's
Yeah.
not, I'm not dumb.
No, absolutely not. You're brilliant.
It's actually something that we all experience, which is nice to hear that other moms go through that. And
Yeah.
we're not
Well,
alone.
it's no wonder because we have so much going on. I mean,
Yeah.
whether you're a stay-at-home mom or whether you work outside of the home or whether you do part-time both,
Yeah.
as moms, we just have so much going on. And part of that is our society
Hmm.
expects like so much out of us, so much out of our children, like sports and activities and school functions. It's nonstop. And then on
Yeah.
top of it, you're trying to run a household and
Hmm.
you're married, you're trying to be a wife. And it's so much that it's no wonder we have mom brain. I mean,
Yeah.
like I know, as moms, we're kind of superhuman to some degree, but we're not that superhuman to
No.
where
Yeah.
you know, and it's tough to like when you forget something. I don't know about you, but I beat myself up a little bit. It's like, how did I forget that? Or how did I let that slip? And it's like, show yourself some grace. It's,
Yeah.
and along those lines, like, so our format's changing, as we mentioned, like with the every other episode, but we're changing up a couple other things, like, just start to finish, like, we're changing up our intro and our outro, and we're just trying to make it a little more relatable to both girls, moms. All right, we're going to be wrapping up our episode, but we want to give you a couple teasers into the next two episodes. So, our next episode after this will be our girls episode. And it's going to be just a little bit heavier, a little more serious. We are going to do an episode on addiction. And I just, Meg and I feel like this is so important right now with a lot of the stuff that's going on right now in our society, especially with teen girls. And we are going to have a special guest. So Meg and I have an older sister who's battled addiction for 27 years, and we interviewed her. We just felt like it was important to hear from a lifelong addict. I guess not lifelong, but through her entire adulthood, and just to understand the struggles that she's had as an addict and why it's so important to not go there. But we'll cover all that. Then we'll get back to some lighthearted stuff. But we just felt like that was important.
Yes. And then our next mom episode will be on friendship and the village that we all need and why we need that more than ever. And so Trish has news about something that we're going to do again. You want to share with that?
Yeah. So in the next couple of weeks, we're going to do a glow up giveaway. So since we're having a little glow up on the Matriarchs, we're going to do a glow up giveaway. It's going to be fun. It's going to be something both girls and moms are going to want, especially going into the holiday season. And so keep an eye out on our social media pages because we will be announcing that with the details.
Yay. Okay, that's a wrap on today's episode. Remember, it takes the village, and we are trying to create that village. Don't forget to share this episode with friends and leave us a review. Until next time, stay bold, stay kind, and stay unstoppable. Bye, guys.
Bye.